Hotel on the Corner of Bittersweet is a realistic fictional love story between Henry, a Chinese-American boy, and Keiko, a Japanese-American girl, taking place in both 1942 and 1986.
Chinatown and Japantown, Seattle, Washington, 1942. America's Pearl Harbor has been attacked, bringing the U.S. into the conflicts of World War II. Asians, specifically Keiko and the rest of the Japanese community, have been discriminated against, removed from society, and then confined within the walls of the internment camps. This practice would continue until the end of the war. What we both found to be interesting is the mass deportation of Japanese people. In the temporary internment camps, conditions were interesting and such that there was little food and little space for everyone.
The people removed from Seattle's Japantown would become the inhabitants of the ironically named Camp Harmony. These inhabitants would sleep in horse stables, which were, certainly, interesting conditions. Despite conditions, Henry travels great lengths for Keiko. He is willing to be rejected by his father for love and happiness, a theme that can be related to Romeo and Juliet. Henry will not find himself able to love Keiko until after he catches up with the time he lost waiting for her.
40 years later, still in Seattle, Henry has lost his wife, whom we will call not Keiko. Now 55 years old, Henry attempts to reconnect with his son, Marty, who in turn helps him reconnect with Keiko once again.
In my opinion, I didn't find this book interesting. It was boring. There's not much, anything happened really that really stood out to me.
Honestly, my opinion really doesn't matter, but at least I found some of the book to be memorable. I actually thought some of the events in the book were really interesting. For example, when he finally stood up to the oppressors. Actually, not really, just as bullies. At this point, we would like to make recommendations
To anyone who's interested in other aspects of World War II,
and people who would like to enjoy love that they may never find. I didn't really see a lot of World War II aspects in this book, besides the fact that part of the setting was in internment camps. So if someone actually attempts to read this book hoping for more knowledge on World War II, they may not really find much.
this coming-of-age love story isn't really for me, but if you enjoy love stories as much as I enjoy action books, then go for it.
As a love story, you'll be able to see how much Henry loves Keiko and how his new life will conflict with his thoughts of her.
Amy?
And we saw O'Reilly Auto Parts, and we saw a view.
O'Reilly.